Welcome to Anything and Nothing TV chat. This week we are doing Married at First Sight Part 1 reunion.
Yes.
So it was eventful, of course, because of our dramatic couple that is technically a non-couple.
I think that's why we're getting a part 2.
Yeah.
They've never done a part 2 of Reunion.
Yeah. I mean,
it's just
we didn't even get to Jake and Haley being together.
No.
Because they were just doing the most.
Yeah.
And they're actually the only couple left.
Yeah.
So.
And they're going to give us 2 more hours. So that means and they also have to bring the couples all together. There's a lot more, but I guess we'll talk about this week.
Yeah.
Maybe.
So let's start with the boring ones and just get them out of the way.
Yeah.
I'm going to say let's start with Brianna and Vince because they're the most boring because they are obviously in love and very happy and we all knew it from the beginning. So it's like no surprise.
I like that the host, Kevin, was like, people are comparing you guys to like Amani and, what's her boo's name? Amani and, at the tip of my tongue. Her husband, whatever his name is. I agree, but I also think that Amani and her husband are cooler, but that's because I feel like her husband has a lot more like sass and swag.
I love that the host, Kevin, had them pegged as no, they weren't the no. Actually, he loved them. Never mind.
Yeah.
It was Clara and Ryan.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. No, I think everybody knew that Vincent and Bria would be together. Are we done with him?
Oh, I love that he lost weight. I could tell that. They looked really good together.
Did you like his hair?
I like the hair. I like
his hair out.
I thought I think that the editing made a good decision to not do the boot camp.
I love the boot camp. That was like the one comment I had about
they were
them.
So corny. That was so corny.
I loved it, and I loved how he had his whole banner. He made up the water. He had like regular plastic water bottles, but said it was Vinny's juice. I thought it was great.
I mean, I thought the effort was there, but I don't think we needed to see that. I thought that was good for them.
I thought it was entertaining.
I'm glad that they cut that out.
I'm glad they showed us though.
Yeah, I would have ignored it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Move on from them.
Eric and Virginia.
You think they're more simple than Ryan and Claire?
Yeah, because Ryan and Claire, I feel like they had extra stuff.
We'll go to Virginia and Eric.
Virginia and Eric didn't really expose anything, except for the fact that she moved in and liked it. Which we all knew she should do.
Girl.
So, I think that's
the cats are in the house too.
Yeah, that's why they're the next simplest. Because it's you didn't have much to work for except for just doing it.
Yeah. I
still feel the same way that I felt though.
You don't think they're gonna last?
I don't think they're gonna last forever. But I'm glad that she at least made that effort to move in.
So I disagree. I think that they will. I think that Eric really wants it, and I feel like Virginia seeing herself on TV kind of
You think it'll help?
I think it helped because she backpedaled about the whole Eric being controlling. She was like, well, it's not really controlling. I think she was like, I just now see that he really just cared and wanted to make sure that I was home or that I was somewhere safe and everything was okay. Mm-hmm. And so it was just she had this light bulb moment a couple of times. And then I think Eric saw how he did come off and hopefully that helps. Also, the mom seems to really love her. She seems like she'll is blending into the family, and that makes breaking up with somebody pretty hard too. Especially because Eric's family's super together, it seems.
I think that Eric's mom probably liked his last wife just as much. I mean, not to say she doesn't love her, but I'm just saying.
Yeah. Well,
she seems just ready for her son to be married,
and have a
baby. So, if anything, she wants to do work because that just takes time off of the baby coming.
Mm-hmm.
So,
if he starts all over, it's
right, exactly.
Yeah, true. That. All right, so I agree. Yeah, Virginia and Eric were pretty easy to get through.
Yeah. Claire and Ryan.
So, I wasn't surprised that they're still together.
Yeah.
I thought that it was super. I don't want to say cheesy, but Kevin Frazier clearly asked him, so you are in love with her?
He forced him.
He forced him to, and I don't know why Clara was so excited about. I probably been I'm happy you said I love you, but why did he have to basically force you on national TV? And then it was like, yeah, I do love Clara. And I'm like, do you love her as a friend? Do you like it was weird to me, and I think all Clara needed to hear was I love you. And I've just heard other couples say it, and I didn't get the vibe that he like loved her.
So I felt differently. I mean, he was forced, but like Clara said, she had felt that he loved her, and I think if anything, what she learned from this is that she didn't need to hear it necessarily to be okay with it.
Yeah.
Like, she knew that he was showing that he loved her the entire time. So it was like, okay, if it's taking him a little longer to say it out of his mouth, cool.
Yeah.
And I think that's what I took from it.
But don't threaten to like
He
not
wasn't
say.
threatened.
No, she said
Oh,
while they were taping,
she was mad
on
that she
decision
did that.
day.
She mad that she said. She said that she was like, I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they brought it up. That's one thing they did good. They brought up every bad thing he said.
Kevin Frazier is like by far one of my favorite. Like, they should just keep him as a host, because he did such a good job. And like, he asked about like, have y'all had sex?
Yeah.
And they were very quiet about it. Do you think they've had sex?
For sure.
Okay. So you think he just needed the cameras to be away?
I think that he probably needed to feel like he was in love.
Oh, but he did. So Kevin also bought the "Are you a virgin?" And Ryan's like, "That's not true."
Right.
He's like,
right.
"Hi, Mom."
Right. Yeah.
I was like, "Okay, Ryan."
Yeah. I love that he brought that up too.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're bringing the experts on next part 2.
I hope so.
Yeah, I want to see them.
Yeah. And then I guess the other like big thing about them is like their whole second wedding, which is kind of cute.
Yeah, I like the second wedding. I think that that's a great idea, because you always see. And not even just because it was a pandemic, but because it's a rushed wedding, it's never a lot of people with any of them married at first. And I don't think any of them, if they did have a second wedding, mentioned it.
Yeah.
So
Woody, that's his name. Woody. Sorry.
so
I like flashed to their wedding. Sorry. Back to Claire and Ryan.
So it would be nice to, because I'm assuming that they're probably going to record it in some way.
Hopefully, or maybe, because
I'm sure they'll be on the
couples cam.
Couples cam, so
possibly.
I think that they would be flash. It would be nice to see actual wedding.
Like too many people on couples cam now. I can't keep up.
It will be too many. It'll be too many squares. Yeah.
Too many squares. Can't get them all together.
Yeah.
So that was Claire and Ryan. I guess Haley and Jake before we go to the fuck ups. So Jake wasn't even on. We basically saw Haley because they bought the girls together, and I thought it was cute that all the girls love each other.
Yeah,
like I didn't know they went to a Mexico trip together.
Great. I wonder if they saw the other girl from the DC trip.
Oh, maybe
she lives there now.
Yeah, depending on where at Mexico they were. But so Haley definitely indirectly said that sex was not good.
Basically.
I thought that she was a liar because she was like, well, I tried the emotional thing, so then I tried the physical thing, and that didn't work. And I'm like, you had sex with him day 3, so I don't think you tried the emotional before you went to physical. So just be honest, right? But yeah, that's kind of embarrassing, and I wonder if Kevin, the host, is going to bring that up to Jake.
Oh, I hope they do.
Jake comes back.
Like, I hope they do.
Yeah.
They have to. He's been blowing up everybody's spot. He's gotta.
Yeah.
He's gotta.
It's kind of like, that's the only thing that I thought about them. Oh, and Jake blocking her from all social media outlets.
I thought that was hilarious because I just started following Jake. Now they're free.
Yeah.
And Jake is public.
Yeah.
So the fact that you got blocked from a public page,
like he intentionally.
Yeah. But I did see that apparently Jake had a 80s themed birthday party.
Cute. Okay.
It was really cute to see the pictures.
Yeah.
They actually looked happy, and they actually.
Hold on, Haley was there?
Yeah. This was during the show.
Oh.
But it just didn't. It just didn't show.
Well, see, they
didn't make the cut.
They did well when they were doing things,
which was why you would think that they'd add that.
Yeah.
But they didn't. Everybody looked happy. Well, the 4 of them that were in the pictures looked happy.
Who else came? Was it the whole cast?
I think it was the whole cast. I just saw a picture of Eric and Virginia and Haley.
Oh,
and him.
Cute!
They were all dressed up in their 80s.
Did he turn 39 or because he was 38 on the thing?
It didn't mention how old he turned. It just was it was the birthday.
Got it.
But it's very cute. I was like, oh,
he's so 80s.
And she was dressed appropriately for it. It was just like.
I mean, she probably is okay. So here's the thing. I am with Haley with you do need to put your, like, it bothers me when people don't look good in their clothing. Like, I think you have to give it a shot, see if you can get over that kind of stuff. And it is something very easy to change, but you need to be with a guy that's willing to change it. Like, Jake was very open to,
yeah, he was.
I will wear clothes.
So open.
I dated somebody that wasn't like that, but dressed kind of like a hobo. Not a hobo, but I mean, it was just like, put forth no effort whatsoever. And I'm like, well, why am I even looking nice at all? Like, I should just wear sweatpants, because that's literally what you look like. So I think I do care about, like, clothing, and that is a way of, like, being attracted to somebody or not, especially when you don't really know the person. So it's like your outside is what initially attracts people to you. And so if you're not bringing that together, like, I mean, not 9 times out of 10, maybe 7 times out of 10, people are not going to try to, like, get to know you and hope that there's something better. So I understand Haley for that, but they're also married at first sight, so I would have tried a little bit more.
I don't know. I don't think Jake didn't try, though.
No, he definitely tried.
I think the difference is that Jake, well, even prior to him being open to her changes, it wasn't that Jake looked like he didn't care. Jake just cared more about looking like the 80s.
Yeah.
So it was just the type of style.
Yeah.
He actually cared. I mean, let's not forget his shorts with the pockets that came out at the bottom. That was intentional. Just a lot of people don't get the humor and why he makes the decisions.
His humor was very different.
Yeah.
So,
but I like Jake.
Yeah, I hope he finds a boo.
Yes.
But it'll be interesting to see,
I'm
like,
sure some
what
people
happens.
in his DMs.
Yeah, for sure. Because he has his shit together too. So if you can look past, like, you already know what you're getting. Right. So if a girl slide into your DMs, Jake, I hope you are saying yes. Yeah,
go on
give him a date or two. So I guess that's it. We'll see. I don't think there was much to talk about them because it was really just Haley.
We'll see next week.
But let's go to Chris and Paige. We haven't had to talk about them for a couple of weeks now.
That's true. We did get a break.
So, but I guess they
bought it up for it.
They made up bought it. I don't even know. Oh, this is why I also love Kevin Frazier. So he bought up the face. And Paige literally was just like, I mean, that's so embarrassing. And Chris's response, because Kevin Frazier's like, so I mean, what are you saying to all women, especially black women, about this? And he goes, I mean, I repent. Like, what the fuck? Like, are you kidding me?
Yeah, that was the beginning of all of it. Like, what are you gonna say about all this? Yeah. And
Kevin Frazier was really good because he was like, this whole time you've had very, like, structured, scripted responses. And I was like, because I feel like everything Chris was saying,
his entire conversation was
until Pastor Dwight came, because he couldn't hold it in.
The pastor turned on.
Chris, turned on, but it was like, you know, the reason that we are not married is because I did not value this amazing woman.
And then it was followed up by you saying that her face was not up to par.
And then they let it keep going where it was like,
like,
out of all the women in Atlanta, and Paige is just looking
I'm just surprised that Paige didn't say more. Like, I feel like I would have said more.
Michelle.
But again, I'm not her, so there's that.
But she also.
What about your face? I mean, that would have been my question. Well, what about you?
Because he's not. I don't think. Listen, I asked you guys, you and I feel like somebody else who might have been married, and I said, this is the very beginning before Chris even became an asshole. And I said, do you guys actually think he's cute? And Mary's like, I think he's attractive. I don't know what you said.
I'm pretty sure I didn't say he was attractive.
I didn't think he was cute at all. Like, that would not be somebody that I would somebody be like, yo, can I get your number? No. But then on top of that, you have a shitty personality. Like, Chris is the type of person that needs to have a really great personality because he's not cute.
Well, he did bring his chameleon out, and he did have a great personality with Paige.
For Paige, one day.
No, Paige got what you gotta know that Paige got something that we didn't get.
Are you kidding? No, I just
no.
Michelle,
like, somebody else mentioned it too. You gotta keep in mind this man been engaged multiple times, and the woman that he was pregnant by, that he got pregnant, they went on a vacation after all this
because he has money. These
No,
girls
he's
are
still
worried
saying
about
something.
money.
People, it's not just money. People with money that get girls have a mouthpiece too.
What could he say?
Nobody-
What could he be saying, Michelle?
Look, selling her a dream. He is a liar. He is a manipulator. People who manipulate. If you know manipulators, they tell you whatever you want to hear.
But then he also tells
Like,
you.
think about when they were at the reunion and he told Paige just what she wanted to hear. Literally, that meant nothing to us. We were like, she ain't
But
say
then,
nothing.
but then
for
he
her,
flips it. So he said, here's the thing. I think he is a manipulator, but he says the thing that she wants to hear, but literally 5 seconds later says the opposite.
yeah, but she's not. She's already blinded. She's already blinded.
Lord. Oh.
She's already blinded. I mean, you think about it, look at how she responds. She was so just looking off, just looking off.
Oh, I can't. Yeah, the face.
They had to go to counseling after all that.
The like her saying she didn't want to talk about sex, like why? Because again, I love Kevin because he's asking all the right questions. I'm like, why did you continue to have sex with him?
Right.
And she's like, but Chris said it first, and then I feel like Paige is a bitch. No, she's not a bitch. She's not a bitch. She's not a bitch. She's a bitch.
I know.
She's just a very. I know. She just frustrates me.
I see.
Because I hate to see. It's one like I think all people have weak moments. But what you're not gonna do after I've seen this on national TV and like they painted her to be this like complete doormat, like pushover. What I'm gonna come to the reunion is like, I'm not that girl. I was bamboozled. I was made a fool. But I am here now. This is who I am.
But maybe she is that girl.
She is. She is. She so is.
Maybe she is that girl.
I want her to go
And
to
who are
therapy.
you to fight for her? She don't want to fight for herself.
I'm not fighting for her.
She don't want to fight for herself.
I
so
blame
what-
Paige
who-
for
what can you
everything
do?
that's going on. Like, Paige is not here. Another, let's get Paige a redo. No, she doesn't deserve one. She does
I
not
still want Paige to
deserve.
have a redo. Her and Jake.
No, Jake deserves one. Paige needs to go to therapy. After Paige
No.
goes to therapy,
Paige definitely needs
a
to go
therapist
therapy.
says she's good to go, then she can get a redo.
I mean, she got plenty of time.
I'm so heated. What else? I'm just like, I don't even talk about them. I'm so frustrated. I hate them
When
both.
Pastor Dwight came out, then first can we talk about
How fucking
Pastor
good he was?
Dwight? Look,
Ooh.
I didn't like that suit, but it didn't matter.
Oh, it did not matter to me.
But I'm glad he cleaned up the
Cleaned it
a lot
up.
of,
He
darkness
saw himself on
he had.
TV. He stepped it up a little bit.
But he did throw everything off, coming out smiling and stuff.
Yes.
He knew what he was doing.
Yeah, he's fucking.
And
That's
then-
probably why Chris hates him
And
so
Chris
much.
was hating. Oh, Chris was hating from
Yeah.
the minute he sat down.
Yes.
Um,
It sounded like Chris was trying to say like you were never like my pastor or mentor. You were my friend. But I'm like, but on the show you said he was your pastor, your mentor, and your friend.
right.
So.
But I think to Chris's point with that is that you were my friend first.
Yeah.
Which I get it, and Chris is not wrong in that. If there was one thing he was right about,
Yeah.
is that was his friend, regardless of the mentorship or being a pastor or whatever. First was that he was his friend, and if he was gonna meet with the wife, he should have said, he should have sent him a text. I'm about to meet with Paige.
At minimum, he should have done that. But I
Yeah.
also feel like Pastor Dwight, if he is saying that he was being genuine, right? Don't you try to help what looks like this damsel in distress? Like, because Pastor Dwight knows that Chris doesn't listen to anybody. He was
Yeah.
like, if Chris does not agree with you, then it's in one ear, out the other. So
Yeah.
he knew that he wasn't going to get, because he tried to talk to Chris about, yo, I think this is the one for you if you give it a chance, and that didn't work. And then that's when he talked to Paige.
Yeah, but again,
He should have said
nobody's
something.
saying that he shouldn't have talked to Paige. We're saying he should have said, I'm going to talk
I
to
think
Paige.
Chris doesn't think he should have talked to him or talked to her at all.
I mean, true, but the point is that Chris keeps making is that he didn't say anything.
Fine, Chris gets
You're not
one
gonna,
point.
You're not gonna hit up my damn man and say you about to talk to him because we had a fight that you didn't agree with
Yeah.
something that I did.
Yeah, especially
you
if I'm
gonna
not
at
his
least tell
friend.
me.
No, I would have told you. I
So, like, that's
also
the
wouldn't have
problem.
talked to your man, but
Right. You also not a pastor or a therapist either,
not,
so there's
I'm
that.
I also thought it was interesting because basically, like, with the whole Pastor Dwight Chris thing, it was getting very contentious, and Chris just wanted to fight. And Pastor Dwight just kept his cool, like a sophisticated man should.
I just wish
And
somebody
then-
punched Chris in his face. He ain't gonna fight.
Right, and then of course, what does Paige do? Goes and she doesn't run after him yet because Chris is like in the chair, and Paige, she definitely does this, stands up, and her ass is all up in Pastor Dwight's face for at least a minute, and I'm like, this bitch.
Okay, so this is my thing with that.
You didn't think it was on purpose?
No, this is my thing with that. Think about the screen and then how the camera was.
Mm-hmm.
We don't really know how that camera was right up on her ass and his face.
Yeah.
Not the whole thing. And my initial reaction was she should get up. Two grown ass men are arguing over her as if they want to fight. She should get up.
I would get up
That
and
should've
not be in the
been-
middle.
Yeah, but I feel like the way the angle was, I can't say 100% that she was right where that, because the camera literally, because they know what they doing at Lifetime, Married at First Sight. It was literally ass, face,
No,
and
but Michelle,
nothing.
she definitely, her back was to the guy.
No.
So that's all I'm saying.
I saw what you saw.
The
And I'm not
whole world
saying-
saw it.
I'm not saying that it wasn't still that, but all I'm saying is that I don't know that it was as close as it looked on the camera. On the camera, it looked like her ass was literally on his cheek.
They were
And that-
sitting about as close as we were. That's
Yeah.
where their chairs were.
I still
and she
feel
was
like
sharing. She was sharing a
I
little
don't, know,
love
I,
seeing
don't,
Chris.
I don't know that that's what I think all happened, because I know they be editing shit on TV, and I know that I didn't see the whole screen when all that happened. And she didn't look, when they backed up the camera, she didn't look as close to the pastor as it looked at first. Because at first it was like, why is his head right at her
But
ass?
I'm not saying it was that close. I'm just saying that like her ass was strategically like, you are looking at my backside right now. Pastor Dwight, who's married,
I don't know if she was.
and her knees were ashy.
Oh,
Yeah,
I didn't-
rewind. No, all you have to do is fast forward all the way to the very end. Her knees were ashy. Like, Paige needs to fucking get a makeover. And I thought I was the only one, but I'm in a couple of Married at First Sight groups on Facebook, and
I didn't see the action knees.
yeah, rewatch it.
They saw it too.
Yeah, rewatch it.
Dang.
I think, is
We
that
could
it?
be getting everything.
I know. Is that it?
Yeah, I didn't have any other takeaways except for I wish somebody punched Chris in his face. I don't think Chris can fight at all, and I think
Pastor Dwight's not
that-
going to do it, though.
no, not the pastor. I think somebody else need to whip his ass, like one of Chris's cousins or brother or somebody
His
that
mom can, like,
cares.
smack him a couple, like,
Right,
couple
like,
times up
oh.
his head.
Like, stop acting like you about to do something. Like, that's the thing. He's always like, let me try to fight.
And he's
You know
a punk.
what?
He's a punk. We've already spent too much time on him
We did.
and her. But we'll have to talk about it one more fucking time. I thought this was going to be it. I was like, yes!
Right.
And then I was like, really? There's a part 2?
I know we got one more week.
Yeah, I'm so over them. Anyways, let us know what you guys think. We got one more 2 hours to get through, guys.
Right.
It's definitely been an entertaining road, though.
Yeah.
So, Lifetime, good job.
All
Getting
right.
us through COVID.
All right, well, we done now, so
Yeah,
apparently we done.
right.
Yeah.
All right.
Bye.
Peace.